Hello, we are here back at the old Green Valley site. We're going to check the progress on the Kinser Bridge. This may be the last time we do this. I read in the paper this week they really made a lot of progress, got some new spans out. They're getting them put up, and let's go ahead and take off. I can yap while we're flying. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go up and get a good look at our landing point. It's a nice day, a little cloudy today. I don't think there's a chance of rain. We're supposed to get rain pretty much all next week. I wanted to check the bridge, but also while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the Green Valley site. They're really making a lot of progress there as well. We'll go ahead and ease over that way. You can see over toward the road there. Let's go ahead and go over that way. We'll gain a little more altitude. I read that this is, among other things, this is going to be the site of our new health department, which is good. We seems like we've had the old health department forever, at least as long as I can remember. But yeah, among other things here, it looks like we've got quite a few things going in here. So that's good news for the county and the city. This is all land that just kind of been sitting here not doing anything. All right, so let's go ahead and head back toward the river. Let's see if I can find it this week or this time. It's been about a month, I guess, since I was here last time. From what I saw in the paper, they really made a lot of progress. Also, hopefully I sound better. I've got a new microphone this week. I keep saying this week. I don't do this every week. I've got a new microphone, and hopefully it sounds good. I think I kind of teased having a gimbal with a second camera. I haven't really gotten that together yet, but hopefully soon we'll have that. Let me get my map here. Maybe I can find the river. Oh yeah, okay. Should be headed straight toward it. Spring is right around the corner. Things are starting to turn green. I think people are starting to mow their yard. The trees aren't really turning green yet, but I think it's just going to be a matter of days or maybe a week or two. I think everything's going to green right up. I was looking over my recordings that I have downtown. I don't really have a spring edition, which I think I've only posted the nighttime one so far, but I do have one in the winter. I've got one in the summer. I don't have a spring, so I'll probably do that, and that might be all we do downtown. I don't know. There's still a few things I like to take a look at downtown. I really like the trains and the smokestacks. I don't know why they always draw my attention. I'm gonna make a little course correction here. I think it's over this way. Well, I guess I could look for the road. Not sure. I don't think that's the road. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay. So I'll do a little course correction again. I think it's over this way. So yeah, we're following the map. I may show that here. This is really nice. You can switch between the map. Actually, let's switch into sport mode. We'll get a little speed here. You can switch between the map and the camera view, which is nice. You can find a river real quick, hopefully. And I believe that's it up ahead here. And let's see here. Yeah, I think we got it straight ahead. And if not, let's go back to the map here. Yep, a little over this way, I think. Yeah, should be straight ahead pretty much. Yeah, I think I recognize the little row of houses there. Yep, I can see the crane. Now, last time, you could see some people working, which I couldn't see when I was making the video. I saw it, of course, afterwards. So it's probably the case today. So we're definitely going to stay out of everybody's way. But we want to get a good view of the bridge too, and the progress that they made. Like I said, they made, from what pictures I saw in the newspaper, a lot of good progress. And we may, like I said, this may be the last time we come here, but we may come back after it's finished and just take a look at the finished product. You can see one of the cranes there. So yeah, there we're getting into view now. Let's go ahead and kind of go around this way, do a sort of a mini orbit, half orbit around the bridge here. Oh yeah, it's looking lots of progress being made here now. We'll go ahead, we'll definitely get closer. You can see they had to pretty much make a small road for the crane to get on here, which that makes sense. Not really a road, but they had to go out into the river a little bit there. Now I'm going to try to lose a little altitude here just to get a little better look. Oh, yeah, of course, as soon as I say that, I start losing signal. So let's just stop here for a minute. Yeah, you can see we've got the crane out over the water there, or what would be water, except it's filled in now. I'm sure they'll remove all that when they're finished, but yeah, lots of good progress being made there. And let's see, maybe I can finagle a little closer look here. Well, I know one thing we can do. We can do the digital zoom. I don't like to go much more than, well, I don't like to go to 3x. 2x, is okay. It gets a little blurry, I think, in my opinion. Digital zoom, not as good as optical zoom, but it helps. So you can see a lot of work being done here, and I think they've almost got a bridge here. The stated finish date is still, I think, the end of June, which is 2 months approximately. But yeah, they're really doing a lot of good work here. Let's go ahead and go over. Now, I kind of accidentally did this before, but I kind of liked it. So let me try it again here. Do like a satellite type view here. And let's go ahead and go back to normal mode. Actually, we'll go to cinematic mode now. That'll be a little closer, a little slower, I mean. And we'll just sort of go over the bridge this way, and then we'll come back the quote unquote normal way. But yeah, you can see the water there. And there's the bridge and the crane. Yeah, that's all. I'd almost call that a bridge, guys. They might actually be ahead of schedule. All right, let's go ahead and raise the gimbal back up. Look at the river. Still see lots of effects from the flood. We'll see how that does after spring comes about. And let's go ahead and turn around. We'll see how it looks after everything greens up here. And we'll get a view of the mountains on the way back too. There's some really nice views from out in this area. And you can see all the work that's been done. Good job, guys. You really have done a lot of work here. People are really anxiously awaiting the reopening of this bridge, I can tell you, especially people that live on the other side of the bridge. Let's see, what can we do here? Let's go down a little bit. I don't think I can go down, lose altitude very much before I start losing signal. It's about, yeah, it's like about 200 feet. It's about as good as we're going to do, which is okay because it seems like that's about how high that crane is, and we don't want to be anywhere close to the crane. But we will do an orbit around the crane if the signal will let us. It's a nice focal point there. So yeah, you can see those big spans they put in. And like I said, it's starting to look like a bridge. Definitely a lot more so even than a month ago, which is about, I said the last time I was here, about a month. Now, I don't see anybody working there today, but there probably are some people there. Crane's definitely not in operation today, or at least right now. Let's go down here, get a little bit more of the bridge in the shot here. So yeah, great job. I mean, this is really coming along fast now, it seems like. Now I'm at the parking spot for the walking trail. There's a lot more people here than there was last time I was here. Weather's a lot nicer. I think it's close to 70 degrees. It's at 9 o'clock in the morning, so that's really nice. It's a little cloud cover, no harsh sunlight out. So yeah, um, that's the bridge. Once again, great job, guys. Everyone involved. Um, I think we're going to be able to drive across this thing for too long. Maybe even a little ahead of schedule, hopefully. Let's go ahead and go this way. Now, we saw the tractor here last time going across the field. I don't think it's as muddy as it was last time. Again, a little more altitude again. Let's go back into normal mode. I was in that slow cinematic mode, which is nice, but it just seems like you're creeping along when you're trying to head back home. We'll just kind of go this way and let the river come into view here. I think the tractor was over in this area. I said I'm not sure what he was doing there. There were a few people out there, and happened to see his little dog running out too. It was cute. I say little. It looked little from the air. Could have been a big dog, for all I know. And then on the way back, we'll get some more of the mountains here. We've got about 49% on the battery. That last half goes a lot faster than you think it does. I think I ran out last time before I got a shot of what I really wanted there at the end. I'll go ahead and go straight ahead now. We're actually not on the way back home, so let's go ahead and take a look at the mountains. Now, we got these mountains here that are closer, which we see every day. And then as you go off into the distance there, always like you can see the different layers. And it's kind of misty, hazy here today too, so that always adds a little bit to it, I think. So what we're going to do is kind of go sideways here. We'll head back home and look at the mountains at the same time. or backwards even. Let's try that. Sure that all these houses here that you see and many up and down the river were affected by the flood. I think that we're, we're making progress. We're heading back to normal, just like with the bridge. I think everybody's sort of, at least I hope, everybody that had a lot of damage from the flood is getting back to normal. And about 43%. Let's go ahead and do a, we're sort of heading home on an angle. It's kind of heading straight home, but we're still going to fly backwards though, so we can see the mountains, at least for now. Beautiful day. It probably would be nice if the sun was shining, but I like these hazy days too. It's nicer. I don't even know if I'd really call it hazy. Foggy, cool mornings and warm days. It's really the best time of year, I think. Look over through there. Very pretty. Oh, and I just noticed I've still got the 2X on, so I'm going to go back to our regular view here. Beautiful day. And like I said, we should enjoy it today because I think it's supposed to rain pretty much all next week. So there's that. You can just see for miles and miles down through there. All right, so I'm down in the 30s on battery. I am heading back home. Still a little way off though. And there's a cell phone tower not too far from here. I can see, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it on the screen here. I'm gonna rotate around back toward the home point. I'm sure you've probably seen it, and I'll see it when I go back and look, but I'm not seeing it now. Actually, maybe is it there? Let's go ahead and head back home. It should be somewhere right in there. I thought I might do a little orbit around that if I saw it, but I'm just not seeing it. I'll do one more look. You can see the whole Green Valley property here. Some of the buildings are still there. Some of them have been torn down to the dirt there, but lots of good things coming in the future for that. And you can see the home point here. Let's go ahead and do a return to home. Let's see how good our automatic return to home is going to be this time. Now I do have noise reduction on this microphone. I'm not sure how much it's going to reduce the beeping, but we'll see. I got a few ideas for some future videos coming up, some fun stuff around town and maybe even out of town. So we'll see how it goes as the weather gets warmer and we're able to get out more. Daylight later in the day. Yeah, you can see there's more cars here than definitely than there were last time. Lots of people out walking, jogging, riding bikes, walking their dogs. It's really very cool. Get the drone coming in. Now it looks like it's a little off course there, but let's see if it corrects. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to correct, find its landing pad. I'm in the grass, so I'll stop it, I guess, if it looks like it's not going to be on the pad, but I believe it is going to be on the pad. There, finally made that final course correction there. And we're back to exactly the orientation we were in when we took off, and it's right on the pad. So yeah, a great landing right in the circle, and yeah, good video. So I hope everybody enjoys this, and we'll see you next time.